Hello and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025 and welcome to our first episode of the 2025 podcast season. First thing I want to do is congratulate you on making it through 2024. 2024, especially at the end, was pretty chaotic. So, congratulations for making it through the chaos and congratulations for whatever it is that you are planning to do in 2025 and planning to accomplish. So the first thing that I want to do is remind you, if you've been following me, you know about this already. If you haven't, that's okay. I'm going to talk about it. At the beginning, well, at the end of the year, I would say, not the beginning of the year, at the end of 2024, I put this out there just as a heads up. But now we are in 2025 and let's just do this. I put out a challenge to everyone across all of my platforms, not just here, not just in Vibrant Legacy Wellness. I put it across everything that I do because I believe in it um, on a massive scale. And I believe that I can make it part of everything that I do. And I think that you can make it part of everything you do as well. And that is a challenge. And my challenge is not just for 2025. It's 2025 is the beginning. It is a 4-year challenge. And I'm just looking down in case you're wondering, because I wrote myself notes because I didn't want to leave anything out. So I started noticing, I just want to give you a little bit of a backstory. I started noticing really we had a lot of, especially in the United States, a lot of just unrest, a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos, a lot of people complaining, a lot of people kind of being pitted against each other, pitting themselves against each other. And it was a lot of words, a lot of talking, but no one was really doing anything. People were just complaining. So I decided that for myself, that I was going to make a difference, that I was going to, instead of complaining, whenever I saw something wrong, I would make a difference. When I saw a need for something, if I didn't see that there was a solution, I was just going to make it, right? Because that's how you become a change maker. And so the challenge is the Legacy Builders Initiative. And I want this to be not just a thing that we do in the US. I want this to be global. And I already have people on board that have decided, yes, I'm going to be a part of this. Yes, I'm making a difference. And as we go through the year, and as we go through the next 4 years, we will be talking to those people, and we'll be highlighting them, highlighting some of the things that they're doing to make a change and build their legacy. And the reason that I decided to call it the Legacy Builder Initiative, because it's when you make a difference, when you're doing something for the world, when you're doing something within your community, you're not just making a difference for those people, you are building your legacy. This is who you are. This is what you're leaving behind. What do you as a person want to leave behind for the world? What do you want to do for the world? Right? And it's not for the recognition. It's for the act of doing the kindness, the act of doing the thing. And the reason that I decided to make it a 4-year challenge is because I know the next 4 years, there are going to be a lot of, at least in the US, it's going to be a lot of chaos. It's going to be a lot of complaints. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, just like the last 4 years. Right now, just politically, the US is, they're at odds. The last 4 years, politically, the US has been at odds and not just regular at odds, like more so than normal. And I think that we can take this time and instead of complaining about the next 4 years, and you hear a lot of people saying, I'm leaving the US, I'm moving. Okay, that's fine. But for all of those who are staying, all the people that are still here, all of the people who want a better way of life, and it's not saying this is pulled completely aside from politics. This is just, I noticed that politics was the catalyst, I think, for me to really see all of the chaos and all of the back and forth. And I just think that instead of complaining, instead of being upset, instead of pointing out all of the things that are wrong, let's start looking for solutions. Let's start making changes. Let's start doing things that help the world. Let's start looking for solutions that help our lives, improve the lives of our loved ones. And it seems like I feel like people are going to think that this is a big thing, right? Like it's too big for them to do. And even when I started and I started telling people about it, like people within my circle, I had a few people that had some pushback and they were like, one person can't make a difference. And I have to just point out, one person is always how we made a difference. It was one person that decided not to sit at the back of the bus. It was one person that decided that women should vote. It was one person always that started whatever it is that was a big movement. It always starts with one person. And then, of course, more people join in because at the end of the day, there has to be one person willing to stand up. There has to be one person willing to speak out. And once we get that one person, once we start, you can be that one person, or you can follow that one person, or you can join that one person. But the point is, one person can make a difference, especially if other people start supporting that one person. And that's where this initiative comes in. Don't be afraid to make a difference. Don't be afraid to make the change, be the change maker, be the change maker, be the person who initiates things, and just start getting on board with making a difference in the world, making a difference in your community, making a difference in your life, right? Like, even if you start small with just making a difference in your perception, how you see things, how you react to people, that can be the beginning. And then you can just move out to your community, to your city, to your state, to your country, globally. It doesn't matter. You can make a difference. You can help others make a difference. And then let's just see what happens in the next 4 years. Let's make this one of the biggest movements. Let's make this a positive big movement, because we're always jumping on board with trends. We're always um jumping on board whatever is the new hot thing, and then we move on to the next thing, right? So for the next 4 years, let's make this the new hot thing. Let's make this the new trend, making a difference, leaving a legacy behind, leaving something for the next generation. Because the next generation isn't just the children that you have. The next generation is the whole next generation of humans that are here in the world. What do we want them to see about the previous generations? What do we want them to see of how they can treat each other and how they can act? Do we want history to keep repeating itself? Because we are now living and repeating history that our parents and grandparents saw, that they thought would change. Well, let's make that stop with us. Let's not allow the next generation to repeat these same things. Instead of us saying history repeated itself, let's say history changed. History didn't repeat itself because we made a difference and we chose to be different. So hopefully you're on board. I will talk about this probably quite a few times. So you will see it. You will see people on the podcast that we're going to highlight that are making a difference, that have definitely gotten on board. And by the end of the year, I'm sure this will be a much larger thing. It won't just be like, I challenge you to do this. It'll be like, are you getting on board? Are you already on board? Do you want to talk about what you've done? And I want this to be a global movement, because I think it's an important thing to do. So if you're on board, welcome. If you're not on board, but you want to see what we do, also welcome. And if you are a skeptic and you think that we can't make a difference, watch us. Challenge accepted. So again, that's it. I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. I've kind of babbled a little bit, but that's okay. Thank you so much for joining this episode. And again, welcome to 2025. Congratulations, you made it. Thank you for tuning in. You will see many more episodes this year than you did last year. Remember that wellness isn't just about the body, it's about nurturing your mind, heart, body, and spirit. Keep your energy high, your spirit bright, and your soul nourished. Until next time, stay vibrant and stay well.